Good morning. I'm making tea this morning. I have 2 tea bags in my cup. One is chamomile and the other is fennel. Both of them are supposed to be good for the stomach and the digestion. So I thought I'd give that a whirl today. It's nice and sunny out, but it's only going to be 21 degrees. Right now it's really cold. Oh, I have to get out there and put some bird seed out there, but with it having snowed, it kept covering up the bird seed, but I see the birds flying around out there waiting for some food. So I need to feed the birds. So I did not sleep well last night. I was having issues again, and then like at 3 in the morning, Bandit started barking at something. I have no idea what. So I had to get up and check it out, because every once in a while we have creepy people that have broken into cars in our neighborhood. So I got up and checked that out, and then of course I couldn't fall back asleep right away. So today, it's probably going to be a sleepy day, but you never know. Sometimes, these things go on and you still sleep just fine, or you stay awake just fine. So it's good to see the sun, but I wish it wasn't so anemic and that it had some warmth to it. But that'll be coming down the road eventually. So I have a refillable tea bag in here, and that's what I put the fennel seeds in, and then I let it steep for a few minutes. But I think this morning I'm going to make a latte, a tea latte. I have some half and half that I need to use up, and I frothed that, and that's what I'm going to put in my tea. So I'm going to let this steep for a couple seconds and I'll be back. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. Let's make the latte. Oh, wow, look how thick that is. Beautiful. Half and half froths really nicely. Oh, there's still a lot in there. Have to work on that. But in the meantime, cheers. Very tasty. So I'm going to stay home again today. Like I said, it was kind of a rough night, so I don't really feel like being out and about. But we'll see what the day brings. But in the meantime, I will meet you over there at the budget book. All right, well, here I am back at the budget book. Well, I must have missed the budget chat. So on the 22nd, I did spend money. I got a Walmart order. No big deal. I didn't buy that much, but it sure cost enough. So, and then yesterday I stayed home. I didn't spend any money. So, at least half the month is a no spend so far. And that's good, because that's kind of my goal, to have at least 2 weeks of no spend. So far so good. And there's not a whole lot that I need, except, every now and then you run out of some food, and a lot of these delivery services have a minimum amount that you have to order before they'll deliver. So, but, I can always find some things that I need. So I try and save all that up till when I need at least a $30 order. So the last time I was at the pharmacist picking up some medication for my stomach, they told me that at the end of January, Walmart will start delivering medications too, which is nice. Because then, you know, if it's terrible weather and you have to have your medication, at least you don't have to go out and pick it up. So that's a good thing. Yeah, other than that, not much else going on food-wise. I'm still trying to use up mostly what I have with just adding some, you know, extra things to it to make a meal. And that's how I'm working it. But I still have a lot of food in the freezer. The refrigerator isn't too crammed except for cheese. I have a lot of cheese, but I'm going to use up some of that coming up this weekend. I'm going to make some ravioli, like a ravioli casserole, and that requires cheese. So, you know, I'll work around what I have and then just supplement ingredients as I need them. So we all have to keep track of our money and budget our money for what we want and for what we need. And as long as we stay within our means, you know, we're okay. So, but everybody needs to do what they need to do. If you like to save more money, then yeah, of course. Increase your not spend days to as many as you want. So sometimes I know when I was paying off my debt, I had to do some serious no-spend time. But since I got the debt all paid off last January, I've had a little more wiggle room, but I have had a ton of very big expenses. So, and you know, I don't want to just spend everything on these big, huge expenses and then have nothing that gives me some pleasure too. So the way I do it is, you know, I have an emergency fund that I try and keep at a reasonable amount, but, you know, I need to start putting more money in there now because of all the expenses that I've had. But, you know, in the meantime, there were other things that I wanted to fix up and do up that didn't cost a lot of money. So I was doing two things at once. And however it works for you, that's the way you should do it. Me, I've had some very large expenses that I had to take care of for the house. But on the other hand, to make myself not feel so deprived, I bought, you know, less expensive stuff like for my living room and things. But I am trying to at least keep afloat and not, you know, go into overspending and owing debt. Now, I've been debt-free since last January. So, and it's not the first time in my life I've been debt-free. But I paid off all the debt in January that I had. That includes my car. So, yeah, you know, however you get to wherever it is you're getting to, and sometimes we have to tighten the belt more than others. So, you know, if you need help with your finances, then see a financial planner or whatever, or if you have a friend that's really good with money and you don't mind sharing your information with your friend, maybe they can set up a budget for you if it's not something that you know how to do. Nothing wrong with that. So, however you need to do it so that you can stay debt-free and still get what you need and what you want. So, all right, well, that's it for the budget chat for today. Let's do a reading, Life Lessons from Julia Cameron. And today is the 24th of January. So let's see what the life lesson for today is. Angry one, you feel the cards are stacked against you. Wait. Consider the possibility that all is well. Ask God to give you the long view. Strive to find the silver lining in adversity. It is always there. Your anger is a form of fear. Admit you fear and ask God to remove it. Feel God's reassurance. You are safe. You are protected. All is well. I could see where anger might make you fearful. Fearful of your anger, fearful of the future, fearful of something maybe you did in the past that you may not want people to know about. There's all kinds of things that might make you fearful and angry. So, try and get to the bottom of it, and then maybe your anger can dissipate some, because it's not fun to live being angry all the time. It takes a lot of energy that you could use in being happy and helping others rather than pushing others away and being angry all the time, because that's what anger does. Anger pushes people away, and it just doesn't feel good. So when I get angry about something, which doesn't happen too often, but when I do, I always try to remain calm and not lash out, and I ask myself, if I say this, am I going to regret it? Or if I do this, am I going to regret it? So I try not to do anything at all when I'm angry, because sometimes it makes for regret. Saying angry, hurtful things to people, and then later on you can't take it back. People can forgive you for saying things, but most people don't forget, and it can definitely change a relationship. Sometimes the smallest angry words that pop out of your mouth can change a relationship forever. And so be mindful of your anger and what causes your anger. If you have situations that always make you angry, it might be a good idea to avoid those situations altogether and not put yourself in that situation. So anyway, I started taking this medication for my stomach again that they had prescribed when I was in the hospital, and I was hesitating to take it because it just really makes me feel lousy. So, and it's sucralfate, which is Carafate. It's the generic version of it, and you have to take it twice a day on an empty stomach, and then you can't eat for an hour afterwards. Well, in the past when I took it, this isn't the first time that I've taken it, it seems to get worse. The side effects seem to get worse the older I get. And what happens is, if I take it on an empty stomach, it's supposed to coat the lining of your stomach, so, to reduce acid. But anymore, if I take it, it just really, it makes my stomach cramp up and really makes me nauseous. So I really need to contact the doctor and see if there isn't something else I can take. But anyway, so because I started taking this last night, and because it made my stomach feel even worse, I really didn't sleep well, like I mentioned before. So I took a really long nap this afternoon. It was a good 2-hour nap because I was up most of the night. So, and then Bandit heard something outside, and he was barking, and he's done that a couple nights now. I don't know what's going on, but it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and he'll start, barking. So I had to get up, of course, to see what's what, and I couldn't see anything out there, but anyway. So, of course, then you can't fall back asleep a lot of times. So I just took a nap in my recliner, and that felt pretty good. And by the time I woke up, my stomach was feeling a little better. So I'm thinking about just eating oatmeal and yogurt. I know that's not a very good balanced diet, but I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, and that does not help my cook down either, if that's all I eat is yogurt and oatmeal. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to eat that maybe for a couple days until things settle down. So all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.